Welcome back, everyone. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's already time again. It
Mhm.
goes by so
Is it
fast.
Monday already?
I know. It's that time again. It's time to get back and lost in the stars. Thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. We got a great episode for you. It's the last one before the holidays. It's gonna be special. Mark's been planning this one for a while, and it's gonna be super special here. And I'm super excited for it. We just gotta wait one few more seconds here before Dayton joins us. But don't let's not let that slow down the fun tonight. Mark, why don't you go ahead and introduce that beautiful smile and that amazing sweatshirt you've got on and start the fun.
Yeah, so thank you everyone for being here. I noticed Dayton just popped into chat. He'll be with us in a moment. But yeah, so welcome back and happy holidays to everybody. We're a couple of days ahead of our wonderful 2025 Christmas. And we're going to pick up our story where we left off. Of course, today we're both Marina and I, completely uncoordinated, are rocking our wonderful DDC hoodies.
Wow, those look great, guys. Where did you get
They
those?
really do. Well, I think I'll let our wonderful, wonderful Matt tell us about that.
Well, that's great. If you guys are enjoying the sweatshirts Marina and Mark have on today, you can go to our great, wonderful partners over at Adams Family Gaming on etsy.com/Adams with the Z Family Gaming and pick up some of that great DDC merch. Not only can you pick up awesome DDC merch, they have just great tabletop like attire ready to go. Favorite
They really
classes,
do.
favorite races, favorite, you got DM stuff, you got favorite anything, they got shirts ready to go. Go check them out, buy some
Unfortunately,
merch. Yeah.
not wearing the Warlock one tonight.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. He wears it on all the other ones. But anyways, go check him out. Buy some merch. Tell him everyone at the club sent you, and you know, get someone for the holidays. You know, enjoy it. Enjoy it. There's plenty of other great partners I'm going to call out here too while I got the moment here. I know everyone loves when I monopolize the microphone, but I want to do a big shout out to D&D Adventure Club for giving us all the modules for the Table of Tales, which is, I know I say it every week, coming up soon, but it is really soon. I promise. I'm working on the promo material for it now. But there is Table of Tales content coming in 2026. So be ready for that. It's a great new take on D&D where we play through D&D Adventure Club's modules. It's a live play, not a live play. It's an actual play with Alex's amazing talent of a daughter. She joined the club for a one time, not a one time special, for a special called Table of Tales, and we can't wait to share it with you guys. And it's going to be here really, really soon. And we also in 2026 we have a live play coming of the Cosmere. I just dropped and teased it on our socials
our Discord.
today and our Discord. So check it out. Get ready. We have a lot of Sanderson content coming.
You're going to see some familiar faces in there too.
Yes, I've been prepping a lot of the how-to and what it all is, this Cosmere game, so everyone kind of be aware of it. But it's coming in 2026, and I cannot be more excited to bring this IP to a stream. It's something we've all loved for a very long time, and we want to bring it. So that's all the news I got here, Mark. Why don't you hit the introductions here, and I'm sure Dayton will be here momentarily.
For sure. Dayton, everything good?
Yep.
Okay. So yes, thank you very much again. Once, I know for like the fourth time, thank you for everyone from being here. We're going to go ahead and jump into the game here in a moment, but first I'd like to do introductions and our recap from last session. So of course, I am I am your illustrious DM, Mark. I've basically put together and customized a Light of Xerxes campaign because I felt that with these personalities, there was a lot more of a campaign that was necessary. And also, I felt that it was extremely thin for what looked to be a really, really fun, just outer space Spelljammer campaign. It felt too contained. But yeah, so with me, of course, speaking of personalities, we have playing the Jade Fox.
Hey everyone, my name is Marina and I will be playing the Jade Fox, your druid assassin. Let's see what happens this round.
We also, of course, have playing the Tin Man.
Howdy, howdy. Dayton here playing the Tin Man tonight. Let's have some fun.
And playing Nico.
Hey all, it's Alex playing Nico, your lovable, malleable plasmoid.
And of course, we have playing Valen Yosei.
How you all doing? My name is Matthew Roberts, and I am playing Valenio Say, your Astral Elf Artificer. Holy cow, my dog's attacking me. I'm sorry. Artificer Warlock. And last episode was intense for a young villain, and I'm nervous to see what happened kind of plays out here. So, I ready to get into it.
Okay. Then, without further ado, previously on Echoe of the Astral Sea. Last session, our party departs the Rock of Brawl through a portal opened by Old Billows, as is promised to Tin Man for a completed job. Valen steered the Ela Turn through the provided portal into the realm between while they were jettisoned off towards an unknown destination, but one that it was promised would be free of prying eyes and prodding minds. Jade retreats upward to the crow's nest at the urging of Charlotte, who could see the woman needed a bit of time away from the press of bodies and the overwhelming environs to work through what had just happened to her. Leaving the helm, Valen locks himself in the captain's room and once again takes his emotions out on the furniture. Nico and Tin Man are left fielding the problems of those aboard, up to and including a Dowhar businessman who seemed to believe he could elicit control of the Ela Turn and undermine Valen, picking a fight to prove Valen was old, washed up, and a widower that everyone thought him to be. Too unstable and too unreliable to manage an exodus of this fragility. Failing power, he'd settle for a nicer room sectioned away from the lesser folk on the ship. The Dowhar's prodding provided a convenient outlet for Valen's frustrations, but that same anger was tempered by a cool and steady word from Tin Man, and the Dowhar was made a fool with Jade's intervention. However, the energies of the warp refused to contain the heightened emotions, and through the walls of their portal arrived two colossal gloved hands that began attempting to rip the Ela Turn apart. Realizing this would send Valen back into a panic, Nico hit him with the clutch heroism, allowing the Astral Elf to continue fighting. Between Nico and Jade, they discovered that popping the balloons held by the clown-like creatures would reveal the planar lenses which were the anchor for these creatures, and destroying them would remove the hands themselves. Utilizing an inspired, and I use that word intentionally, spike growth into a gravity well would make short work of the balloons and see the first hand dispatched quickly. Zar, Tin Man, and Arnott worked diligently at removing the second hand, accumulating with Tin Man making a crack shot and expertly eliminating the second invisible planar lens, and letting the final clown burn up in the rampant energies of the warp's walls. Finally able to catch their breath, the party has some words for their Dowhar friend and must contend with the problems of having some 300 people on a ship with limited supplies and no idea how far away from civilization they are. In regards to inspiration, Tin Man for an immaculate final strike, completing the combat in properly dramatic fashion. You will be the one person getting inspiration tonight.
Well done, Tin Man.
Well deserved.
Love it.
As we return, the ship has gone silent, save for Zar cursing at the damage to the ship and Arnott's damage to her pride. The Ela Turn groans as if in pain, and you watch as the vines and wood slowly begin reknitting themselves. You stand on the deck of the Ela Turn, and you notice as the edges of the warp around you begin to fade into the familiar lavender and silver of the Astral Sea. With a gentle shove, the ship emerges from the portal, and you find yourself back in the Astral Sea. From behind you, you notice as the portal begins to shrink on itself, the glittering crystal of the shattered orb and a single clown shoe, a large, red, oversized shoe, float somberly past the Elatern into the wider Astral Sea. In this moment, what would you like to do?
Do, 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 do,
Uh,
do, do, do.
I'm gonna take a second to gather my wits and my breath. But I know that this was only one part of the issue on the Elatern. And as I kind of like wipe the blood away from my mouth and like stand up straight, I know I have to deal with our little friend. And what race was he again? So I don't miss
A Dowhar.
A Dowhar.
They are
And
penguin people.
penguin, yeah. I'm gonna kind of look around to see if he was on the deck and if everyone survived and is safe.
So before everything kicked off, you had seen that most of the folk, the civilian folk on the deck, had moved below decks. That includes your Dowhar friend, including his 3 guards, a half-orc, a half-elf, and a human. They are not on the upper deck with the group.
All right, I'm gonna allow the Dowhar, just him without his bodyguards, and call him up on deck.
How are you reaching out to him?
I'm gonna walk over to the kind of like stairs downwards where they would have gone down, and kind of just ask him to report. Hey, report for duty. Call him up, and if there's his bodyguards follow him, I'm gonna ask that he leaves them down there.
As you call out, there is no response. You hear the shuffling and concern of people muttering below decks. Some of them are halfway up the stairs as there is no space further down. But you do not see the Dowhar.
Come on out, Dowhar. We got some talking to do.
Which one?
He knows. He knows which one.
I do have a name.
Is that so? Yeah, I do have to admit, in all of the insanity, I never caught it. What was it?
He pushes you. You notice because as he is short, folks sort of move aside, and he steps out, straightens his jacket or his outfit. Boswell Steeple. I work for Vokath.
Well, Boswell, we got some talking to do. Why don't you come on up here? Leave your bodyguards down there. There's no need for them.
No, it's okay. And he steps forward and starts climbing the steps alone.
And I'll motion him up on deck, and kind of let him see what happened.
Considerable damage, but a fine vessel that you run here, Captain.
Can you repeat that?
It is a fine vessel, Captain.
I wanted to say more to you, I'm not gonna lie. But just hearing you say, call me Captain, is enough for now. And I'm gonna deal with the rest of it later. I just wanted you to witness exactly the type of nonsense that happens when you distract the captain. And everything you had said earlier is not gonna go unwarranted and unaccounted for. And if you know what's best for you, I'd recommend taking those 2 bodyguards you have, going down below, find a little corner all to yourself that you can count your money and make up some lies about how you're going to save someone and just ride this out. Because up here we got big problems left and right. And I really do not want to toss you over the side right now.
I'll do it
certainly, he glances over at Nico. We certainly got off on the wrong flipper, and for that I apologize. I was under the understanding that this was a refugee-led vessel and that there was a captain in need. And I admit my emotions got the better of me, and I would like to offer a hearty apology.
There'll be time for apologies, no doubt. But I think what's best for all of us is you return to the hold with the rest of the survivors and allow me to do what I need to do.
About that, and I will go gladly, of course, but I had made some arrangements with some of your crew that I would perhaps get a room for me and my accompaniment.
10 Man is just kind of sitting off to the side, looking at Nico, looking over at Valen, just probably feeling Valen just kind of quietly still fuming under the surface.
A room. You want?
Let him have it.
I think we could probably accommodate some type of private estate in one of the lifeboats and pull you along. If that would be more your speed.
Honestly, it doesn't sound entirely bad. But I understand that as a crew, you have certain financial needs, and perhaps, he looks at the lot of you, perhaps you're not entirely appraised of what is happening in the belt. I could assist with that as well.
I don't sleep often, if at all. But the time I do, enjoy my downtime. If you could be outside of my estate and allow me to use my quarters properly, I could make for you to potentially share a space in the corner of my estate.
I appreciate your understanding. Say, you are Xerixian, no?
That's a tough, loaded question.
Former Xerixian, I forget. I heard the news. I heard of your trial. And
it was...
my condolences.
Let's just keep the small talk to ourselves, okay? I heard your true talk earlier.
Understood. You would be interested to know, however, that your princess has gone missing. And I believe that is why, at least in part, they attacked the Rock of Brawl.
That's like real heavy and a lot to process right now, my dude. And I'm gonna look over at the rest of my crew and be like, maybe we'll catch up, but I gotta tend to some stuff.
He nods, he does a little bow, and turns and retreats deeper into the ship. If there's any other news that you'd like to be appraised of, just let me know. I do keep my finger on the pulse of the belt.
Yeah, it sure sounds like it.
Flipper or finger?
Flipper, my apologies.
He said flipper earlier. Definitely flipper.
And then I'm gonna kind of turn back to the group, and like kind of nod, like, "Hey, rest up, take inventory, see what needs to be fixed. weapon gear body. If we can take care of the weapons, we can take care of our gear, then we'll take care of our body.
Tin Man's going to kind of take the opportunity to parse up with Valen, kind of walking alongside him, looking around, shining his rifle, but otherwise staying close by him. That Dowhar there is going to be a pain in the neck, but he may yet be useful to us.
I don't disagree. He said some hurtful.
And I have a lot of info.
But no doubt, he's got some more stories to tell. I'm afraid.
Not to mention,
if he didn't, I would have tossed him right off that. Really.
well, seems like he done ate his crow and then some. And here's to hoping we can continue to keep feeding him that humble pie, because I don't know about you, but having a money bag's behind your back, well, let's just say I've done the monkey dance before. It ain't fun. And you seem like the kind of man that, as much as you make yourself the joke, you do have a certain pride about you. I see how he pushed your buttons, and I do understand and respect where you come from. But given the folks we have down there, we may want to keep him content at least a little bit longer, because it's going to cost some money to repair this damage. It's going to cost some money to get them refugees moving. If we can yet make some use out of him, well, then we can cut him loose all we want.
I don't
If I may.
Oh, Miss Thorns, it is good to hear your voice. I have to say thank you so much for coming down out of the nest up there. Things got a little wild. How you feeling?
You really can't expect me to come around whenever you need me like that. You understand?
I'm just happy you showed up this time.
This time. Speaking of repairs, I'd like to spearhead that if I could.
I can't see any issue with you fixing the living, tree ship. And I'm going to kind of look around at all the floral and, different intricacies of the ship. And what do I see?
The ship itself looks to be a typical galleon, but each piece of it seems to be a little rougher, a little greener, a little like it was still part of a tree. It almost seems as if it was entirely carved from a single piece of wood.
Whoa.
As you look around and you look at the greenery, the foliage against the backdrop of the Astral Sea, an invisible gust sort of causes the foliage to sway a tad. Aside from that, you see a ship, an old ship, and a damaged ship.
What are your thoughts on fixing this old bucket of acorns?
Well, forgive I'm not too good with ships, haven't been on many of them. But I would imagine these ships have some sort of heart. I mean, what is a Spelljammer's helm, if not the heart of the ship?
Yeah, I would assume, and this is my first time on the ship, that helm, Mark, and correct me if I'm wrong, is definitely the brain of the ship. But
correct. It is the centerpiece of the ship.
if this ship had a heart, since it's a bit of a living organism, where would we find that?
Well, can I make an Arcana check? I mean, essentially, being an artificer, the Spelljammer helm is hooked into the physical ship, but also the magical weave. Nico's gonna take a look and just start looking at the runes overlaid with the tree and see where the entity, more or less, see if we can't figure out what's going on.
So you go below decks to look at the jammer?
Yeah.
All right. As you enter the jammer room, the first thing that strikes you is that since it was installed, vines seem to have worked their way out of the grain of the wood and are sort of reaching up in a circle towards the jammer itself, not quite touching. Each jammer is a little unique, and each one is sort of bears the markings or the identity of the person who made it. Some use very intricate scholars, whatnot. Some use very rudimentary. This one seems to be entirely etched out in the foliage and the vegetation of the ship itself, as the jammer itself, a plain chair that you were given, sort of sits gently above the vines, floating as most jammers do. The room itself is quiet and dark, though it does have an entire opening that leads out into the larger ship. So there is relatively ease of access, and when sitting in the jammer, you are facing away from the captain's door, as it were.
Does Jade see anything that is even remotely Yarrow? Like Yaroslav, his signature anywhere?
Make a investigation check, since you know exactly what you're looking for, or an idea of what you're looking for. Considering the light in the room, it is a little dark, and considering the happenings of the last few hours, the mentality for finding detail is at the moment elusive. Nico, with your 20 Arcana, the ship itself seems to... You noticed, and Jade did see this as well, that the ship is mending itself, but very slowly. If you were to search for a heart of sorts, it's hard to say. You've never really been on any living ships before, save for, well, when you saw Cragleaf, and that would have been Tin Man and Valen. But Jade, no, you do not see anything specific, any markings or messages from Yarrow.
Captain.
Yes, ma'am. And I'll
Don't
kind of
get used to
turn
me.
around as I'm looking over at stuff I don't really understand. I'm like moving branches, kind of like, and turn around.
Don't get used to me saying that, but may I have your permission?
This ship is our ship, and you guys don't need permission for anything around here.
I just feel like I have a connection to this ship when I touched it earlier. It's like we communicate. Maybe I can stir things up if I were to sit, or even just, I don't know, get as close as I can to the heart. But I may be indispatched. That's all. Might need a lot of my work.
I feel like if that's something you can do, please take the time and the space to do so. Let me know how I can help.
I could use a drink, but actually, yeah. Where's the bar? And if you find it, bring me something.
I'd love to know. I'll keep my eye out.
Zar, you hear Zar walk past. I got some Marlowe.
Oh, that's the good stuff too.
What is Marlowe? Do I need to know this?
It's essentially just Merlot. Don't tell him.
No, this stuff says Marlowe.
Just
I mean, we're going to have to fill that bar with better things.
No doubt. Bring the Marlowe over here, my friend.
Zar disappears into the depth of the ship. Aye, aye. And two sides of his arms both lift and give a salute. Jade, are you approaching the jammer and attempting to sit in it?
That is correct.
As you approach the jammer, in the darkness behind on the far side of the seat, as you face the door that leads out onto the deck, you see the vines of the wall sort of reach out to the seat and create a shadow on the wall. sort of a head and shoulders silhouette. I wouldn't sit there. Little Thorn.
How do you suggest that this ship repair itself?
Suggest you do as you please, except sit there. You've seen what happens when I am given even the smallest amount of permission. Imagine what would happen to this entire vessel were I let loose.
You can't be on your best behavior.
When your entire life has been thorns and anger, behavior comes secondary.
Well, surely you can help me repair the mast and other things across the ship. I won't take a seat if that is the case. I appreciate you warning me, but we will have discussion of this later.
I look forward to it. Let
Deja
us take
vu.
on. Let us take on the menial labor of repairing this vessel.
DM, that was completely in her head, correct?
She's the only one that saw it or heard it.
Okay.
Her responses, however, were likely out loud. I'll let you decide that, Jade.
Yeah, Jade was mumbling to herself, but, you know, Jade was pretty much just standing in the corner, just talking to herself. I mean, you guys should be used to this by now.
Honestly, yeah, it seems like this is probably normal for the character.
Yeah, I probably wasn't.
Okay.
Judge me all you want.
If I hear her mumbling, I will go over to Jade and say, "Oh, so what did New Lady have to say? Like, are there two of you? Like, how does that work?"
Nico. It's, I guess the simplest way to put it would be
Complicated.
complicated.
Okay. I mean, and he just kind of gestures to the black hole in his chest, kind of have a thing, kind of know a thing or two about complicated. But wow, you have somebody trapped inside you too. That's kind of cool.
I wouldn't even say it like that, but you could simplify it, I guess. A woman is nothing without her secrets, and I've got plenty woven in.
I can dig it.
That being said, it's been a day. I think I'm going to go rest for a moment and then repair in the morning. I'm sure you boys can be on behavior, best behavior till then. No more destroying rooms, or do I have to put you in timeout, Captain?
No. No. No.
If I have to play mediator, I'll happily do it. But I am very strict. There's a lot of discipline to dish out.
I'd like all of us to get some rest here. We can tend to the ship here shortly, but we're all not going to do it with bloody noses. And I'll kind of like wipe my nose as it's just starting to stop bleed, and start looking around to see if there's any like wood I can nail. I'm not like a ship person. I kind of maintain a lot of my engineering skills on weapons and tactical advantage. But I'll pick up a board and nail it to something if I have it. That's for sure.
Just looking for holes to fill up.
Yeah, essentially.
I legit just picture Valentic just pounding a board wherever, like, yep, that looks good.
It's done. I'm doing my part.
Pedestrian.
Jade, as you leave, go ahead, Nico.
Oh, I was gonna say, if everybody's kind of breaking, Nico is going to separate from his armor and start casting mending on to bring his armor back up to full health.
All right. Jade, as everyone does break apart and heads their separate ways, you notice as Charlotte sort of makes her way up to you looking intentionally nonchalant. So, chalant in a nonchalant way.
I love that.
Jade's
I-
gonna poke her forehead. Playfully, of course.
Wow, I thought we were friends,
Of
and here
course
I'm being
we're
assaulted.
I'm just glad that you didn't get into trouble.
Oh, I got into plenty of trouble. We have
Good.
a. She pulls out a leather, sort of a folder of sorts, and hands it over discreetly. Some information on our Dowhar friend. I was sneaking around and getting into not trouble while you guys were fighting.
I could kiss you, but that would be inappropriate.
Hmm.
Always appreciate you, dear.
Workplace romances.
True. I'll be on my best behavior if you will. But then again, go be wicked.
I won't do anything you won't.
Oh, we'll be here all day, dear. Go get yourself a drink.
Oh, there's drinks. Gotta
Yes,
get to it
there's
before Arnott does.
something called How is the darling doing? She's okay.
You actually see her up on the back of the ship speaking heatedly with Czar. If you bother to listen in, they are discussing in no uncertain terms that their current situation is unmanageable, and they need to find some place to offload all of these people, or at least get new supplies as soon as possible.
She the captain.
Something you notice, Valen, is that a lot of people seem to defer to Czar before deferring to you.
Nice.
But the reasons for that, you're unsure.
Good breakdown of management, actually.
Arnott breaks away from Czar and looks down the stairs at you. She's on a higher elevation. Da, you are doing well now, yes? You took quite the hit.
Well, my blood makes excellent fertilizer, so I'm hoping that this boat is sucking it all up and helping with its mending. But nothing a good rest can't fix. And Jade's like just covered in like green. Her blood's green, so she's just covered in it.
Do you, please correct me if this is insensitive, but, do you photosynthesize?
I don't know if that's appropriate to say, but
My apologies.
if I may be honest,
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
Jade will lean into Arnott's ear. I have dabbled with a good tan, but I do not photosynthesize. But I can, I just don't. It's been interesting.
Imagine it would be uncomfortable.
It's actually quite relaxing. It's a bit of a trance, really.
Perhaps I shall try someday. Well, we have pressing matters. Have you seen the Tin Man?
Yes, he's below deck with Captain.
Brilliant. Well, you go get some rest.
Starjammer in the jammer room, excuse me.
It's all right. I understood what you meant. You go get some rest. She rests a hand on your shoulder. Get some rest.
I'll be in the crow's nest if you need me.
I will shout very loud your name if I need you.
There's a comfort in that. Thank you.
She turns and heads below decks. I am searching for the Tin Man. She bellows into the ship itself.
You kind of see like a small wave of people kind of bumping, moving, oop, 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 and you just kind of see him roll out from under someone's legs, pop back up. President accounted for.
They thought your captain was dramatic. Come, to the decks. We need to figure out where we are, and you have the best eyes.
More than happy. Gonna go ahead and follow along.
Okay. She takes you back to the upper deck, and she sort of waves a hand around. There is nothing. Quite literally nothing. Perhaps you can see what I cannot.
Yeah, where did old Bellows take us to now? Well, wherever we are, it's a mindset better than we were. All right, then. Give me just a second. You see him kind of like knock his hat a couple times and like a couple of lenses come down. Let me see what I can find for us.
Ooh.
Nifty trick. See that it works. I would like you to make a survival check for me, please.
Absolutely. I'm going to see if I can find any markers or anything that gives us a clue, any star alignments or anything that's going to give me an idea of where we are.
Ooh.
I like that.
Nice.
22. I like that.
Tin Man, as you search the astral sea for anything that stands out, anything, you notice the area itself is a tad darker than in the belt itself. So wherever you are, there's sort of the occlusion, as it were. The light it's darker here.
Mm.
Billows did say he sent you to the belt. So wherever this is, it is at the edge of the belt. And as you sort of set yourself into that mindset where, all right, if we're at the edge of the belt, then there's a few things I can keep an eye out for, things that I can try to guess at. You immediately feel your bolts begin to crawl as you notice out in the far, far distance, only about an inch wide, is a very dark plane that occasionally you see light reflect off of. And it occurs to you that you're currently between the belt and the Sandari Erkaya, or more commonly known to as the Horizon of Nevershore, or the Grasping Shore. To those that are superstitious, the place of drowning gods.
This doesn't sound like somewhere I'll fit in.
Sundari Erkaya is a terrible, twisted reflection of wanderlust and the fear of leaving what's behind, or leaving behind what's known. Zar steps up next to you, and you can see he is perturbed at this development. Because if you can see the Sundari Erkaya, then you are already too close. Confirming this concern, you notice a raven alight on the whale of the ship. Entirely black, of course, except for pieces of bone in ivory white poking through, and missing half of its skull. Another one alights on the mast, and suddenly you're swarmed with ravens. You hear under Zar's breath, "We need to go the other way. That's the Wraith of Valcour."
You ever heard the phrase Event Horizon?
Only when Nico said it.
There are certain things out there that have an effect that you can't see. Certain things that have an effect that reach much further than you'd like to hope. Sometimes, even if it's just a speck in your sight, if it's there, you're already there. You're already well past the event horizon. I agree, good captain. Let's go talk to Valen and see if we can get this ship going in the opposite direction, but I'm gonna be honest with you right now. He kind of eases past a small murder of crows. We may not be getting out of here that easy.
The crows watch you intently as you ease away. Czar gives you a nod. I'm going to get us moving quick. And starts heading for the spell Jammer Helm. Tin Man, what would you like to do in this moment?
Mostly keeping my eye out. If we're already getting visitors under the influence of the Grasping Shore, I'm going to make sure that there isn't something bigger, nastier, and potentially more undead brewing under the surface. Other than that, it's just trying to not perturb the birds and keeping an eye out to make sure no one else is perturbing the birds, because these could be the start of something much bigger.
As you go to move away, you hear the familiar belch of a musket and the poof of feathers as Arnott is actively attempting to fire at the birds.
And
Gonna like kind of throw my rifle out sideways, like not pointed at her, but kind of pointed in her direction, kind of forward of her, almost like an arm leaning out. Now, Cannon Master, I know you know that's not a good idea. I am not the spiritual sort, nor too superstitious, but everybody knows you respect seabirds on a ship, or astral birds in this case. I don't think we need to be clearing them off. I think once we get far enough away, they'll go on their own. Let's not instigate the little buggers.
They are only birds. And I have not served on ships where we allowed trespassers. They will eat our food.
Right. GIF. Right. I knew that. How about we get ourselves moving first, and then you can play cleanup all you like, Cannon Master.
I will hold you to it. The rifle needs cleaned anyway.
And I'm going to kind of start like carousing her and anyone else topside, kind of down below deck. We do not need to be attracting something out here in the darker corners of the belt.
Nico, what are you doing in this moment?
I'm still fixing the robot just on deck, kind of watching everything unfold around.
Valen, are you doing anything specific?
I'm actually trying to work on the ship, and as I'm putting like a board up, I'm looking back at Nico, and I'm like, you know, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. As I'm trying to like act like I'm like know about plants and stuff, and I'm just beating a nail into a board somewhere that doesn't need to be fit.
Jade's just glaring at you from the crow's nest.
Under my breath, I'm gonna stretch my head out, lean over to Valen. I'm like, dude, did Arno ask if she photosynthesized?
I did hear that. That does seem quite personal, but also I'm kind of wondering now, does she photosynthesize? What'd you say?
Jade whispered in Arno's ear, so hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't hear an answer. But then she did suggest Arno to try it. How does it get photosynthesized? I don't get that.
I kind of remember one big rule about Miss Plants that came on the ship here. You remember what that was?
No.
No questions. But I have to be honest. I have a lot of questions.
So many. So many.
All right, do you think she knows the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell?
I certainly didn't. Charlotte pops up behind you.
Yeah. That's a lot of stuff I'm learning right now I'd like to share with you about plants.
Whoa. Hey, wait, you're does she photosynthesize?
Oh, you can't ask a lady that.
So what do you think?
Sorry.
Why would you ask that?
Come on, Nico.
I love how this is so
Do
private.
better.
Sorry. I remember that.
Yeah,
You have a lot to learn.
a lot.
So much.
So, what do you got to say about that flipper friend of ours?
You talking to me?
Well, you poked your head in here. I figured you might want to say something to the old captain.
Oh, that's decided now. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
He's a Dowhar.
wait
and
a
he
minute now.
will-
Wait. First of all, 4 people have said it now, so it's pretty decided.
Oh, sorry. You're 4 people official. Understood.
Yeah, that's 4 more than everyone else so far.
I don't know. Some of the people down here were muttering about that Dowhar. Some of them liked his, I think they called it swag?
You got something to do, dude.
Well, mostly just bothering you, but
Yeah, it's worth
I did want to let you know.
Thank you.
The Dowhar mentioned something about Zidali.
Do I know who that is?
Zidali is the princess of Xerixis.
Sorry, of course I do. I'm sorry. I did know that. It's just
Oh, dude, that's my
there's been
wife.
a lot of names lately. Okay, so and what did he have to say about Zendali?
Dude's
Well-
going through and checking his 3-page backstory. Oh, there it is.
That's right.
3 pages.
There it is.
Okay.
How is the princess doing now?
Who knows? She's gone.
It's very on brand of her. And where has she disappeared now?
No one knows, and we believe that's why Zelith is on a tear.
He thinks I have something
Wait,
to
who-
do with it.
Is that who the big gray guy was that was screaming your name?
No. We'll talk about that later. And he thinks I have something to do with it.
Honestly, no idea. But I do know that most of this has been kept and swept under the rug, so regardless of who he knows has done it, he's cutting ties and loose ends.
I see where I fit in. Well.
Well, you might have some unexpected, something unexpected in common, because Mendazia, Zidali's solar dragon,
Yeah.
famous mother of the brood,
How could I forget her?
she's been on a rampage looking for Zidali herself.
That's horrifying. Has anybody heard what sector she's rampaging in? Because I do not want to be anywhere near that.
Well, last we heard, she seemed quite convinced that there was something going on in Salamanester that had to do with her master's disappearance.
I appreciate it. I don't have much right now to offer you, but this is a great bit of knowledge. If you hear anything else, let me know.
She pulls a piece of paper out of a hidden pocket and hands it over. This is just a quick jot of what I took.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Of course.
And
Captain.
5 people now. And I'll put it in my pocket and review it later. Can you send me what it says?
Of course. I'll send it during break.
Thank you.
Tin Man kind of comes up behind him. Better thought Miss Fox's friend than the penguin, huh?
She's got a nice tone. She really likes to talk. I kind of appreciate her comparative to her spiky thorn friend up in the crow's nest. And I'll
Yeah,
kind of
well,
like,
that,
look up at it and like,
Jade's already like glaring. You see like a red glinting light. That's just her just staring. Death
Well,
stares.
spiky, thorny friend just helped us clear out about half a squad of clowns, so I'm not arguing this way or that. I don't know if you gentlemen noticed, we are currently in a small, kind of looking around, murder of ravens. I'm not feeling too comfortable about that. How about you?
Have I ever seen these ravens before, Mark?
You have not.
I'm not feeling too happy about that. I'm glad you pointed that out.
Nico, you would have heard of the Sundari or Kaya.
Nico,
Okay.
you know anything about this?
Um,
Nico, do you
Yeah.
know anything about the grasping shores?
yes.
I'm sure Orvis has told you a lot about that.
Wait a minute, you know the name of it? It seems like both of you guys know a little bit about this.
Yeah, if I remember, this is like the edge, like. Ooh. Yeah, we gotta go. I think. Yeah, we're too close.
Close to what?
They don't teach you much about the superstitions in the belt and the military there, do they?
No. Why?
Well, I understand for you folks, it's a lot about finding worlds, finding stars, and finding resources, but you need to understand the astral plane is held together by belief. Generations of belief or miss thereof can cause a lot of weirdness. There's places you just don't want to be, and I'll tell you right now, the Grasping Shores is one of them. Needless to say, kind of tilt my eyes off in one of the directions. Star bearing about 30 degrees that way. I can see it just out the corner of my eye. As far as I'm concerned, that's still way too close. The old Dread Captain seems to believe the same. He's already heading down the jammer to get us moving in the opposite direction. The good news is this does give us a bearing as to where we are in the belt. We're pretty far out there, but with a few days' travel, we'll be in some more civilized territory. But kind of look at the birds again. In the meantime, we need to stay quiet, stay calm, and keep our emotions in check. I don't know what they teach you in the Zerixi Navy. They don't ask, they don't tell. As far as they're concerned, so long as you do what you're told, that's all that matters. But you need to understand, getting hot under the collar may or may not be what attracted them dang big noses. And I don't want to attract anything else that's behind these birds.
And looking around at all the birds, I'm gonna kind of like stay a little quiet and like hunch over as I realize like I'm in danger again. And I like look around like, oh no, I've been the captain for an hour and we're in more trouble. And then I'll kind of like stand up and be like, of course, yes. Let's keep the heading and get out of here as soon as possible.
Don't sweat it, Captain. Reefs and rough tides happen, so I'm told.
And as he calls me captain, I'll turn around and be like, that's 6.
Nico, would you happen to have the coin I gave you?
Do.
I would like you to flip it once and tell me what you get.
Important.
All right. And I think that's where we'll take our break.
Oh, yeah. Do-do-do-do-do. Hey, thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. It's a great episode. We are flying through the unknown, and I'm just holding on to my dearest life and just telling everyone that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And I don't feel like people really appreciate how important that is. But we're going to get back to that, and I'm going to tell everyone how important that is. But before that, I want to say thank you to all our partners who make all these streams possible. First, we got Adam's Family Gaming. I got to shout them out first and top of the order. They're hosting all official DDC merch. You can see Mark and Marina wearing it tonight. It looks fantastic. I can't tell you how much I love seeing that on people. Go check them out. They not only have all our official merch, they have tons of D&D, tabletop RPG content, and merch. Go check them out. Buy some stuff. Tell them the DDC sent you. Tell them that Big Mash you sent you, and let them know. you know. Big shout out to Eldritch Foundry for helping us make all the minis for our new project coming out, Table of Tales. I can't wait to share it with you. We had a great time working with them. They're a great partner. Eldritch Foundry. Use DDC Live at checkout and get 15% off. I want a big shout out to D&D Adventure Club, who sponsored and hosted all the modules for Table of Tales, which is coming out soon. I'm going to be releasing a teaser for it this week before the end of the year. I'm releasing all our teasers for next year's content. So big shout out to them for giving us all those great characters and content. Shout out to Dowhar Dice. They've been sending me so many amazing dice. I can't thank them enough. Use DDC Live at checkout for 15% off. Check out only games and get monthly subscriptions to miniatures and fun D&D stuff all over the place. DDC Live at checkout for 15% off. Mythical Meats has kept my belly full alongside my table for 6 months now. They're one of my favorite partners because they give me things to eat. And I don't know how many of you guys know this, but eating is like my favorite thing in the world. So when they send me stuff to eat, I'm super excited. Go check them out. Get some holiday stocking stuffers. I don't know if it's too late, but you can always give it to someone later. It doesn't matter. They're good. They're beef jerky. Everyone's going to love them. Use DDC Live at checkout on Mythical Meats and get 15% off. All right, I got to get out of here for a few minutes here. I got to use the restroom. We're going to be back shortly in I don't know. The timer's not up and running, so I have no idea. But probably 3 minutes. Thanks, Mark. I'll catch you guys soon. Welcome back. Hope everyone got a nice little potty break in and was able to get some good snacks and something to drink on, because we are back for this last part of this episode.
I needed that potty break, I'm telling you.
Hey, me too, buddy.
I
All
felt
right.
circumcised.
Yeah, it's private. Alex, you muted. Every time we come back from break.
Like, no, you don't tell people you do those things. It's private.
Really quick, Matt and Marina, you will see the relevant information you gained from Charlotte in our Discord. Quick shout out to the Discord. If you want to keep up to date on what we're doing and the games we're playing and the things we're doing, you should hop in.
Jump in, play along, have fun with us, be a nerd. That's my pitch.
No, it's the best pitch ever. All right, so as we were, we had left off. Well, actually, why don't you tell me where we left off, Matt?
We were making haste to get the heck out of here, and there's a murder of crows about to give away our position to some very, very bad people. And this is the worst explanation ever, but this is a Valen retake.
Yes, and Nico flipped the coin and got portent.
Oh yes, that's right. Also, Nico flipped the coin and got potent.
Portent.
That's right. How could I forget?
He got potent.
Nico, being this far out from the belt, you're the furthest from the belt you've ever been. If you take one more step, but the energies of the astral sea shifted greatly. It's almost like a mental pollution being around so many people. It is quiet out here. Say, even amongst the press of people, the muttering of voices, the rustle of feathers, and the occasional squawk of an agitated crow, it's quiet. And you feel the device in your chest start to resonate gently like a tuning fork, attuning to the sea itself. You feel every inch of your body acutely. And something shouldn't be there. The sensation of electricity running through your extremities tells you this is not a place we should be. And this is not a place you should be. You watch, or feel more specifically, anybody nearby will see this, as the two rings around the pitch black sphere in the center of your chest sort of shift to come parallel and then point a direction. And the light in your body sort of comes to a point and emits just a small golden, same as your filigree that you add on to your flavor and such, points in a specific direction.
Do I see this?
Everyone, anybody nearby sees it, but I'd like Nico to have a moment to respond.
Nico, so, DM, is it kind of an unsettling feeling for Nico?
It's unsettling to feel this device move at all, as it's sort of just been suspended. Like, it is your core, but
Right.
it exists sort of the way your brain does, where you don't think about it. It's just there.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
so there is a discomfort.
Okay. Nico, you kind of sits there for a second, and that jovial posture kind of drops away, and he's like, "Yeah, no, hey man, we shouldn't be here. We have to go." And I'll just look at the string, and somewhat trying to bring levity back to the moment, be like, "I think that way is where we're going."
And I'll kind of look at him and kind of like eye him to the helm. Well, let's get going then.
Yeah, I guess I will accompany Valen to the Spelljammer helm and just
Yeah, if he knows the way, don't let me stand in front of you. If you think that's hey buddy, follow your heart.
I am.
Zar's already down there looking to get booking, so just let him know where we need to go.
Yep. And once you reach the Spelljammer, you see Zar has already sat down. The ship's already moving. He sort of, from like when someone disorients and comes back to themselves, you see him sort of focus back up and then suddenly notice the two of you in the room. Everything good?
We got to get going, buddy. You were right. This place stinks.
Are the birds gone?
No. We got to get going. Move it.
Well, I'm trying.
Nico's going to tell you where. And I'm going to Nico, fill him in.
So yeah, and I'll give him the breakdown, like the device. Look, it usually is kind of like this. It's like this, and you showing the string. I think that way.
Zar is going to stand up out of the chair, and all four of his hands, he's sort of like 2/3 your height. So he grabs you on the waist and then on the thighs and sort of spins and sets you in the chair. I didn't understand the words you just said, but you have fun with that.
Nico, take us out of here quick. And I'm going to brace myself and look back at Zar and be like, Zar, do you know anything about the mitochondria?
All right.
I hear that's the powerhouse of the cell.
You're dang right, buddy. Let's go.
Nico sits in the helm and purely like a teenager, the second time they've ever driven a car, and their dad just like, yo, just go. And he's like, floor, full rip.
you put the full, pedal to the metal, as it were, and the ship accelerates. You feel, those of you that are on the deck, you watch as slowly the birds begin to veer off and fall away, and some just fade completely.
I'll look back at Nico. It's working. Keep going. Don't slow down.
Tin Man,
I don't. It doesn't go any faster.
Faster.
on the deck. Tin Man, on the deck, you feel a presence towards the rear of the ship. And Jade, you would see this from your crow's nest as well. Sitting in a very simple wooden throne-like chair, as it's got a large high back, is what looks to be a pirate captain, a dread captain, if you will, with long leather greatcoat, a lifted patch over a missing eye, and 2 ravens sitting on his shoulders, looking for all the world to be sitting there as a corpse. He stands up, and you don't even hear it, but you see his chest rumble in laughter, and he turns and walks behind the chair and then out of the back of the ship.
What is in this Merlot? This is positively disgusting. Ugh, man in the drinks.
Arnott is sitting on the deck, having just seen it, has basically a tanker of some clear liquid, and just says, "You should try something stronger. It makes the gods go away."
You speak my language. Quickly, please.
She procures a canteen that is roughly the size of your head and hands it over. "I always carry extra."
I like this. We're gonna be great friends.
If you take a drink of it, it is GIF vodka, and it is made of salt and lard. So it has almost a bacony taste to it. It's certainly alcoholic, though.
Oh, that's interesting.
Tin Man, you realize that your fast actions, or because someone decided that they had no interest in the hunt today, that you barely managed to move away and escape the Wraith of Valcour. Perhaps you would consider yourself lucky that he did not bring his ship.
That or something else. Tin Man just knows that if you can see it, you're too close.
The ship pushes.
One second, guys.
Mhm.
Need to just check audio real quick. Someone said. Oh, no,
Communication.
it's working. All right. I hear it.
Communication
We're
issues.
good. Continue. The veil has been revealed. It's okay.
The next. Is anybody going to do anything over the next couple of days? Anything specific?
I'm gonna ensure my little flipper friend adheres to what we had spoke about. So the 4 hours of downtime I require, he will have to vacate my room completely. And like, if I find one speck of his leftovers-ness, I'm gonna be mad.
After the first day, instead of learning your schedule, he sort of gets frustrated and just goes, "I'll just stay among the low folk."
No, really? Oh man, I was getting to enjoy this.
"No, you talked me into it. I'll stay."
this is awkward.
Really quick, whoever's on the deck, I would like you to roll a d20 for me.
What?
On it.
Okay, I'll admit I wasn't keeping track of myself. Am I on the deck? I think I'm on the deck.
You can be on the deck if you choose to be on the deck. This is
Am I on
like
the
2 days
deck?
later, so you can choose.
Boy, I sure hope I'm on the deck. Okay, roll 20.
Oh, did I
Yeah.
forget to turn off the deck before I left?
Nico didn't know how to leave the deck, so he's just been there the whole time. He's like, I can't find the stairs. Where'd the stairs go?
What are stairs?
No, so with the ship all being repaired, it's like the stairs got moved to a different position. I can't find the stairs. So yeah, Nico rolled a 14.
All right, I'm not seeing those in detail. Oh, there they are. Okay, good. The middle of the what you would assume to be the third day, as you aren't hearing the horns or the horn, I should say, from Renasus, Rose Gold's amphitheater. You notice a sort of subtle haze start to overtake the boat. It seems to be moving in from behind, and it's almost like you're being overtaken by a cloud system. Tin Man, you're muted.
I was going to say, can I extend like my senses outside of the ship and just see like how big is it a storm? Like, what does it seem like?
You certainly can. And as you do, it seems to be like a storm, but it lacks the malice of a storm or the destructive power of the storm. In fact, it almost seems friendly, like it was having fun catching up to the ship. And as it realizes that you're perceiving it, you notice as two small beady eyes sort of poke out of the clouds, and then a large wet nose underneath it on the end of a snout. Oh, you can see me.
I can see you.
Do we all see this?
You can
Nico
all see
is-
the face come out of the clouds and hear the voice, but you have no idea who it's talking to. Carry on, Nico.
Oh, Nico is going to reply through the ship because it just seems like that's something like he's. Because the thing is outside the ship, correct?
Yeah, it's surrounding the ship.
So yeah, I'm gonna essentially broadcast my voice through the outside of the ship and keep it away from the rest of the inside.
Yukin is my name. What is yours, wooden friend?
I think I saw this episode in Star Trek once.
And this is the like the Treant ship, right?
It's not the ship talking to you, it's the clouds.
No. I know it's the clouds, but we're on a Treant ship, right?
Oh, yes, correct.
Yeah. I'm not the tree person. And can Nico ask the ship what's its name? Like, I know the ship's called the Elatern, but
There's no forthcoming response from the ship.
you can. I'm Nico. I'm not the ship, but I'm driving the ship.
So there are small people inside wood people.
Oh, there are lots of small people. In fact, we are kind of in trouble. Trying to find something to do with these small people.
The face shifts. Oh. We lost Alex.
Alex?
Well,
Oh, you're there.
yep, I think. Yep, hang on. I'm having issues.
I think you're good.
Eyes and a snout? Is it like a dog?
So the face shifts beneath the ship and sort of leans in close to the net underneath the ship. And there's a large rhythmic. Yeah, we can see in here. Yeah, there's a rhythmic inhale exhale as it seems to be sniffing at these people. Nico, as you continue to talk to it, it becomes more. It sort of persists more, and you could see a large floof of fine white fur around its head, and two almost pointed ears. This is what's referred to as a skymoid. Very close.
It's literally a giant clown. It's a floof popper.
It's a skymoid. My name is Yukon. It's nice to meet you, wood people. And
I want a
Nico.
skymoid. Do we have a picture of the skymoid? DM, show us the skymoid. I demand it.
He did post a picture in our Discord. Please join our Discord if you want to see it. He's a.
I think, but it's in the locked one. It's in the locked one. Oh my god, it's a Samoyed. Ah!
Okay, so we're dealing with a giant ethereal
Falcor.
cloud samoyed. Okay, I'm cool with this. Please continue, DM. I'm intrigued.
You seem lost.
Very, very much so.
Hmm. Do you have something good to smell?
I think good. To
Jade raises her hand.
He leans in, and the nose is quite literally larger than your entire body. The dark pits of eyes glitter, not mischievously, but excitedly, as he leans in, and that same rhythmic inhale, exhale. You smell like people. I want good smell.
Jade pops Druidcraft and emits a jasmine and oat flavor of smell.
Ooh.
It's decadent, like lemon chiffon cake.
He inhales and then does that big chuff that dogs do. No fake smells. Good smells.
Jade takes slight offense to it.
Calling you out on your druidcraft over here.
Smells like, and then focuses in on Arnott. This one.
And I'll like nudge Arnott. I'm like, he's a good friend of ours.
Are you saying that you like the smell of the gift? No. You smell of good things. I failed to
Oh, thank
understand
God.
the
I thought its
difference.
sniffer was broken.
Smells of, sniffs again, food. You have food for me? Good
Yep.
smell food.
He does have food for you. I'll nudge Arnott again. I'm like, don't you?
Don't you?
Our food is
I think it
preciously
wants
low,
to.
Captain.
Well, I don't think it's that low, buddy. And I'll nudge her again.
Might be your drink, dear.
I hear it is famously bad to give alcohol to dogs, despite how much they wish to drink the vodka.
He doesn't know he's
It
begging
kind
for
of
boiling water.
lies.
Valeno will look at Arno and like just muddle, can you get the dollar store perfume out of here, please?
I will whip something up, I suppose. I am not a good cook.
Well, based
Oh.
on my experience with gift cooking, I'm told that you need a lot of lard.
Lard, yes, that is taste and smell. Good.
Oh, he's smelling you. He's about to eat you.
Are you calling me fat?
I was about to say that's very impressive.
No, I'm just connecting dots here. I'm gonna
Yes.
smell him. I'm like, no.
Dogs love gift cooking. It's very high in salt content. They like. Typically meat as well.
All right.
Meat.
Well, how are we going
Yes.
to how are we going to feed the 100-foot floof cloud here?
And
Or not
I'll kind
takes
of look.
over a decade.
You know, my
and-
buddy's really good at cooking.
I'll look over at Tin Man and be like, "Do you think he likes penguin?" Under my breath.
I was gonna suggest the same thing, Jade whispers.
Easy, both of you. We still need the money sacks, bird.
I could go get him.
Let's see what Arno has to cook up for
Are
us.
not.
Did I misspeak it? I'm sorry, or not. Please don't. I did not mean to offend, but maybe you could cook up something delicious for our shaggy friend here? And I assume I say that in utmost respect, my shaggy friend.
What is respect? Is it food?
It's like that
Does
thing
it
you guys
smell
do
good?
when you meet each other and smell your backside.
Oh. There is respect without smelling backsides.
For us, yes.
Mhm.
But you could smell Arnot's backside if you'd like, and a nudge Arnott again.
Is that where black holes come from?
Ew.
The black holes come from what I'm about to do to Valen if he keeps pushing me on this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You said no black
Captain.
holes actually come from the collapsing the stellar
Nico,
matter.
quiet.
Nico, it's all right.
and it's as you say that the Skymoyed, you can actually black holes are made from the collapsing matter of a star.
Nico, this one broadcast fellowship told ya.
But do you know the
I will-
powerhouse?
The powerhouse is the chair you use to move the wood people.
He doesn't know everything. I'll say under my breath.
Nobody knows the area, and I gotta believe he's got a dang good sniffer on him. So let's give him a little bit of food, some treats, and hopefully he can point us in a better direction.
Then, man, you have the skills for cooking, no? You're with me.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I know a thing or two about working around a campfire, and I actually had quite a bit of tutelage under quite the chef here these past few months. Let's see if we can make something happen.
If you guys could, please. I know it's a big ask. I'm sorry. But please, if you could make one side like salad for me. Thank you.
What?
The man likes his salad. It's a long story.
It's
I'll
not
see what I can do for you, Captain.
Thank you. Thank you.
As you step beneath the decks, Arnott leans over. I have no idea what the salad is.
It's okay. Don't sweat it. He'll live without it. Let's go ahead and whip something up for our visitor here.
I suppose. You find the galley. It's a small room off to the side, sort of set against the side of the ship to help minimize any damage should there be a fire. And you find it well stocked and well taken care of. It seems Czar knows to keep a well stocked galley on any good ship. Arnott begins grabbing pots and pans and what do you even make for a dog?
I think we're going to eat a lot of meat and a lot of fat.
I didn't know we were cooking Valen's head.
Ooh.
In this
She gives a
case, maybe.
She gives a smirk.
Oh, excuse me, I seem to have my own little skymoid here.
Hey,
He's a
there he
cosmic.
is.
Appropriately named Cosmic.
Ooh.
To the rest of you, Yukin starts doing circles within the clouds around the ship, quite literally chasing his tail. Every so often, he'll lean in and sniff at something. Ooh, it smells like they're making something good in there.
I want to make a large vine ball I can launch for him to chase. Sorry.
How? No, walk me through how you're going to do it.
So I'm going to start collecting all the debris and try weaving it into a larger ball as possible. But while I'm doing this, I'm going to be like grunting like and like looking up at the crow's nest as I'm like, boy, this ball isn't getting big enough here. I wish I could make a bigger one. As I'm like weaving in like sticks and it's like falling apart.
Jade wonders why you're looking at the crow's nest. She's pretty much down here with you.
You realize that Charlotte's actually up there, and as she's looking down, she actually looks exactly
Thank you.
like you.
Yeah. And then I'll like turn around and see Jade. Be like, hey, can you make this like a big ball? I want to play with this pupper.
Jade will reluctantly nod, and Druidcraft assist with that.
Okay. Now, how are you going to throw it?
That's a great question. I'm gonna start like making a slingshot, but start coughing and looking at Nico like, and like setting up something that doesn't really work, and like, boy, this slingshot's not working too well.
Or
Yes.
I could, there's a couple ways we could do this actually. Why don't we tie up some rope, get some vines and tie it up. Give me a moment, I'll run around. Jade's gonna kind of look around and see what she can find.
And
Well,
yeah.
as she's doing
While
that,
she-
I'm gonna like move the ball in front of the face of the dog as I'm like showing him it. Yeah.
As so, taking a break from the helm and like seeing like Valen play with the dog. It's like, oh, you're just trying to launch it. I'll put my hand on the ball and cast catapult.
Jade is mid trying to put together something immaculate as she do. And Nico puts his hand or a pseudopod on the ball and it launches. And Yukin turns and jets for it. The clouds sort of
Oh!
fade a little bit as he goes and
Look at him
goes
go.
and goes. And then he stops, and you see that sort of his entire front half is in the shape of a canine, a dog of sorts. It's his entire back half that is the clouds themselves. They trail behind him.
Oh my gosh.
He leaves and is on his way back, and you hear him chewing and chewing. This is not the kind of food I was hoping for.
No, it's
Is
not.
this a salad?
What do you have in your mouth?
Honestly, yeah, dude. What do you think?
Roll. I'm going to have with advantage. I want you to roll persuasion.
All
Actually,
right.
make it animal handling. Make it animal handling.
All right.
Wait, come on, he's good with
Let's
half.
go right up to it.
Oh,
Only roll the night. I don't even got to do advantage. Let's go.
if you did notice, he got a nat 20.
That's
Yes.
a natural 20.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Pointless and beautiful. The best kind.
The flavor leaves much to be desired, but It has a pleasant smell and a good texture.
Right?
It's because it didn't have any ranch. You need a good dressing.
You can enjoy it without.
I
have
don't
too.
dislike it.
Thank you. I've been trying to explain to these heathens for a while now the proper diet through a plant-based diet will be good for us.
I am glad that sky moids are omnivores.
Me too.
Tin Man, I would like you to make. Well, do you have proficiency in your cooking skills?
As a
Your
matter of
cooking
fact, I
utensils?
do. I have cook's utensils. Yes, I have proficiency in that.
I would like you to roll those with advantage.
Mwah. Dirty 22.
With a 22,
Nice.
you see that as you. Actually, you walk me through this. How and what do you make?
So obviously, I'm working with Arnott here. Arnott has some supplies. We have some supplies in the back. But even she has admitted that she's not a chef. She's a cannon master. However, I just so happen to have been working with a gift chef lately. So if it's gift cooking that the Sky Moid wants, well, I just so happen to have played with that recently. So we're gonna go ahead, get the fire going, and I'd be like, all right, now, if the last GIF I cooked with is anything to go off of, we are going to need a lot of lard and salt. Skarok, please bless my soul on this. I apologize in advance. All right. So we're going to go ahead and melt down the pork fat. We're going to go ahead and just like the saltiest, preserved meats that I can find. Whatever kind of bacons and salt porks and pork bellies that I can get a hold of. The kind of stuff you'd expect on a ship because it tends to last longer because it's heavily salted. We're just going to go ahead and cook that all up in as much rendered grease as we can. And the goal is to basically kind of do like a carnitas, like cook it up and then bake it down into like a harder kind of chunk for him to chew on. And I'm just basically just going to like make giant dog treats is the end goal here.
All right. You spend about an hour doing so, and you get out exactly what you had hoped. With with a 22 and with Arnott's assistance sort of guiding you in the way of GIF, these are immaculate. In fact, you're a little disappointed Skarok's not here to commend it. Arnott pulls out a platter and put them on here. I will carry them. And I presume you load them up?
Yes. We get a kind of a nice little kind of good presentation, nice little pyramid.
Yep. Plating, it's important.
These chunks of salted meat that are immaculately prepared, glazed with sort of that crispiness on the outside. You take them up top, and you see it's raining. The Samoyed is drooling, causing the rest of the clouds to rain. It's a gentle drizzle.
Oh no.
It's a gentle drizzle.
Dog.
Sort of.
Oh no.
Is it sticky?
No, it's just water. Oh, that smells very good indeed. Can you throw it for me?
Let's load it up in one of those salad balls.
Jade does Druidcraft and starts that.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Oh, I just imagine it. It's like the Korean barbecue wrap where you take the lettuce and with the spicy miso and they just wrapped up the dog treat and just
Yes.
Nico takes it, catapult, like he looks like he loads it in the arm cannon and just goes boom and launches it.
Yukin turns and chases it. The rain ceases for a moment as he fades off into the distance, and you hear that same crunching as he comes back. Now this is just more of what you had. Oh.
There it is.
That, is there more?
Do we have more supplies, I should ask?
Well, that was the first one you threw.
Oh, okay, so we have more. Okay, cool.
And I'll kind of look back at the group and look back at Jade like, please say you have more. He looks upset.
He's just sitting there happy.
He looks upset. It's just the happiest face. I think we have more. I think we can make something happen. Oh, Valen, before I forget, just give him like a little wooden bowl with like a bacon bit salad.
Oh, well, thank you. And I'll kind of look at it and look at the dog and, look at the big buddy and kind of explain like, yeah, this is a salad for me, but I'm going to save it for later. I feel like this is more about you, my friend.
That is very kind. Throw another.
I'll turn back, look at Jade like, please say you have another. This is too fun.
Don't we need more meat?
You have
I
the
think
meat.
we have
There's
a few more
several
servings.
pieces. Yes.
Yeah.
It's
well,
the encompassing part that Valen is reaching for.
You got to step it up. It's got to be better than the last one.
My abilities could be better
pressure.
used for other things, but all right. Should I-
Tin Man kind of knees or kind of elbows Jade a little on the side. Skarok told me something about using sage and rosemary on your breakfast meats. I don't know if that's a thing you can do, but just a thought.
Jade can conjure some thyme, rosemary,
Ooh.
and sage for shoresies, and she'll spruce that in. Feeling incredibly annoyed that she's doing this, but she's participating. This is what people do. This is what normal people do. She's trying to be normal. She's participating.
Just gritting her teeth the whole time. This is normal.
As you conjure the rosemary, thyme, and sage, Yukin leans in closer and you feel the hot breath of the dog through his nose. Oh, that doesn't smell like fake plants. That smells delightful.
None of my plants are fake. Jade's going through a lot right now.
I mean no offense. I can smell through the magic sometimes.
He means no disrespect, but remember what respect is in his culture.
The old rear tail sniff. Yes.
Watch your backside.
Any of you go near my rear, there'll just be blood everywhere.
I am unsure why your pants are bloody, but you should check that out.
Deep breaths. They play by different rules.
And Arnott, you see behind you, you hear a rumbling of a chuckle as Arnott's pulled out a full cannon and is loading one of the balls into it. And she's got it aimed directly at Yukin. You hear a quiet as you hear the wick lit, and then the entire deck shakes as it fires. And it goes through Yukin's face. The clouds disperse and then come back, and he's faced the other way chasing it.
Oh. That's a bit much,
Arnott's sitting there looking proud as possible. No idea what you mean. He loved it.
I agree
Lady
with
Arnaud, did
that
you know that was
amount.
going to happen?
have shot many people in the face. This is the first one that did not die or get angry.
Godly
why you're
Bob
my-
Howdy, you see some interesting things out in the belt, don't you?
Madam, this is why you're my favorite.
You are in my top 5, for sure. The rest of you, I cannot say so. Nico, of course.
Nico's
just
like,
puts
I'm
up
not
a
top
pseudopod.
5? Oh, Just,
No,
just
Nico-
watching him
Ni-
go through the emotions.
Nico's like, yeah, top 5 is like, am I number 1? But he just puts up a pseudopod. It looks like a mitten, so you have no idea what number he's put up.
Number 2 is my wife. I will put it that way.
Yes, 1, baby!
Tin Man, you notice as Nico sort of congratulates himself on this self-established place number 1, that Arnott gently pats the pistol on her hip and gives a small smirk. She
Damn,
takes
3.
she loads up the cannon again and says, "These they're called dogs, correct?"
My understanding is most prime material mutts are significantly smaller, but yeah, sure, let's call it that.
Some of us call them doggos. Some.
Is doggo a regional dialect?
For some, yeah.
Understood. That is what they refer to them in Xerxes culture.
Yes. Doggos.
Oh,
Elves have a thing about small animals, although, again, present company excluded.
well, I would hope that all of these doggos are roughly this size, for they would make great traveling companions to the giff. We would not want a small, weak creature.
Not at all.
Well, if we keep him fed here, he might just make a good traveling companion for us, at least until we're in safer seas.
And as Yukon returns, yes, you have 2 more. Perhaps I could have those once I've led you where you need to be.
That's
Nico?
Yeah,
The gentle rain begins again. I would really like them.
I'll make more bowls.
All right, well, Nico, let's see if our fluffy cloud friend here can get us closer to civilization then, huh?
More with that interesting plant smell, please, Lady Rio Plants.
This is totally
And-
normal. Everything's fine.
And he turns and starts heading off. Nico, you notice that he seems to pick roughly the direction that the device in your chest was pointing. It is slightly off, but you also get the feeling that whatever mechanism the 2 of you are navigating on is just a little different.
yeah, I follow the dog.
All right. You settle back into the jammer of the Elatern, having made a potential new friend in Yukon. And you are led off somewhere. As you the sort of this astral sea around you becomes lighter, Tin Man, you take this as confirmation that you are getting back close to the belt. And as you get closer, you almost immediately recognize something in the distance. What looks like a curved 4-section wall, or sort of the wall of a coliseum with 2 tiers. On the bottom are hundreds of jammers coming and going like a swarm. And on the top are these beautiful gardens and living recreational and residential areas, including 4 mansions, to put it nicely. One looks more like a castle, one more a mansion proper. The Skymoyed, you can pauses a ways out. This is as close as I can go, or they will try to put me back in the cage.
Can I give him,
I don't like cages.
Can I give him one good like scratch behind the ear?
Do you voice a desire to do so?
Yeah.
I don't know what this scratch is, but you have been kind to me. And he leans in, and you feel as the wisps of the cloud brush against your face, almost like a very fine fur.
Oh, and I'll give him like the best good boy scratching behind the ear I can possibly give.
Oh yes, that is very. Oh my, yes, that is very nice. And you, you see almost thunder as part of the cloud starts to sort of rub against itself, coming up and trying to scratch at it, and like jolts of static electricity sort of jump off. That was delightful.
All
Next time we see each other, you can do that again.
I'd love to, buddy, but we got to part ways here as much as I'd hate to. And we got to go forward here. And I'll start like turning away as I start like
Which one of
having a
your
tear in
friends?
I understand.
Thanks, buddy.
Nico, you want to give the critter his due? I do believe we got a little more treat for him, and Lady Fox done got it all done up pretty for him.
Just do it quick.
Unless, of course, Arnott wants to shoot him in the face again. I guess that's also okay.
Just do it quick.
Shoot him harder in the face.
I would
nice.
be delighted. And Arnott starts coming up with the cannon. Nico?
Arno, can you not do the face like that? Go over his head.
And I'm gonna walk back to the cabin.
Nico, roll a persuasion check for me, please.
All right. Oh, this is beautiful. I would also like to say, as she goes to shoot, so it's a 14.
As she goes to shoot.
While I'm in the helm, I'm going to basically heighten my senses and become one with her cannon and kind of track her trajectory. And if it seems like she's off, I'm going to adjust the ship so that it goes over his head.
You don't even really need to see to know that your attempt to persuade her fell on deaf ears. You know Arnott's going to do it. She sets it up the entire time. Jade, Valen, Tin Man, even Nico from a distance, you can hear her chuckling, muttering to herself. It didn't hurt them last time. It's fun. It's fun for everyone. And the deafening roar of the cannon, and the ball goes high as you tilt the ship. Darn you, Nico, screwing with all of the fun. She picks up the cannon this time. There is one more. Adjust my aim this time. And she turns to Tin Man. This one doesn't count. And the treat ball goes high, the first one, and then she fires another, and it just goes wide, as if she wasn't really trying that time. And the Sky Moyed Yukon spins and goes to chase them. And the gentle downpour dissipates, and you see as the green of the Elatern flourishes, and the humidity between the foliage sets in. And I think that's where we'll call our session for the night.
Oh my god, I miss him already! Bring him back! Oh my god, he was the best doggo ever. Oh my
I'm
god.
like Shiro hear you say that.
Hey.
This is like running into a flump in the Underdark. Sometimes you just get weird stuff that like isn't harmful, but certainly wasn't expected either.
I loved it. Hey, thank you so much for everyone who tuned in and was in the chat. That was hilarious. If anyone noticed that weird saying I said about the perfume, that's because someone threw it in chat and wanted that question asked. And god darn it, when the chat asks Villain Answers. I want to thank everyone who tuned in tonight. Thank you so much. This is a great episode. We're getting to something new, and I can't wait to talk about it next week. So, Mark, take us away, buddy.
So thank you everybody for being here for our last stream of the year, or our last D&D stream of the year. We will be back middle of January. We will keep you posted, keep appraised of our socials, and drop into our Discord if you want other updates. Yeah. But until then, don't forget to wash your dice. Please stay safe, stay warm, and until next time, we'll see you in the stars.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays.